Hey everybody, happy Friday. Feliz Viernes, Feliz Sexta-feira. All right, I already made one attempt at making this video and it was way too long. So I'm gonna try and cut down to the nonsense, get right to the point so we get you home and you can have a great weekend, okay? So today, Festa de Levantamento, deadlift party. All right, so what did I do? I did 365 by 5, bingo bango, incremented deadlifts by 10 pounds. Really happy about that. That's why I'm pumped up today. An extra 10 pounds on the bar, feeling good about it. And then on sumos, I was gonna hold stuff at 275 for a while, feeling strong. Went to 295, 5 by 5, really happy about that. Almost everything's at or above 300 pounds now. 50 deadlifts total. Psyched, happy. Gonna hit my deadlift or my accessories here in a couple minutes, finish things off. Great session today, all right? Great session. Love doing deadlifts on Friday. It's a way to burn off that remaining energy, clear the slate, head into the weekend with good vibes. All right. So the other thing I wanted to talk about, so these videos, right? I only post this stuff on YouTube. And we post stuff on YouTube and you hashtag it and you interact with stuff on YouTube. YouTube, the algorithm, right? It's gonna say, hey, this is the kind of stuff you want. We want you to stick around so we make you watch more ads. So we just kind of keep feeding you the kind of same stuff over and over again, right? So fine, whatever, that's the algorithm, that's how it works. And it's like, well, let's sneak in ads that probably are stuff you like too, or ads that are somewhat adjacent to what your interests are so that our advertisers can get some money and keep paying us. Cool, got it, understand the marketing aspect. However, one of the things I've seen over the last, I don't know, month or two, somewhere in there, are these Tai Chi advertisements, right? And there's some young lady in her 20s in like a recording studio or podcast studio, something like that. And then across from her is this absolutely jack-stacked, ripped and shredded Asian guy who, you know, looks to be in his 50s. And if you look in tiny little print that's super faint down at the bottom, it's telling you that this isn't real, it's AI. I don't even know if the voices are real. Maybe the voice is real, but what you're seeing is all AI. That woman doesn't exist. This super swole Asian guy doesn't exist. They're figments of electronic reality, or electronic imagination rather. So I'm watching this thing and it's the dialogue, and I've seen it a couple different ways. There's a couple variants on this theme, but effectively the dialogue is, the young lady's like, oh, my father's 56 years old, you know, and he wants to get healthier, you know. Is Tai Chi for him? And then, you know, super secret Asian dude, it's like, oh yes, Tai Chi is perfect. You know, the gym breaks you down after 50. Tai Chi builds you up. Okay, let me tell you something. It doesn't, all right? Everything breaks you down. That's the secret to whatever. That's the secret to muscle protein synthesis. You want to get bigger, you got to do a little bit of tear down, right? That's how kind of the mechanism works. You do this work that does a little bit of destruction on muscle fiber, and it's like, oh, we need to get stronger. So it builds it up. That's the recovery system. That's how things work. So anything you do is going to do a little bit of damage. Now, there's a big spectrum of that. Little tiny bit, you know, almost doing nothing, or, you know, fatality at the other end, or, you know, serious injury. So we don't want to be at the fatality, serious injury end, obviously, you know, but we want to be somewhere in the spectrum that allows for consistent training, hitting all the sessions that we want to hit, but, you know, building us up, making us stronger. So you got to do a little bit of work, right? A little bit of damage. You got to break things down a little bit in order to build them back up. And that's okay. That's how the body adapts. And I know most of you out there know that this commercial, this Tai Chi commercial, if you've seen it, is gibberish. It's nonsense. And good. You should dismiss it because it's nonsense. But I wanted to make a clever title of today's video, which is Tai Chi or Chai Tea, which one's better for you? So I've done Tai Chi years and years ago when it kind of made this big surge back in like the early 2000s. I had like a book and some DVDs and there's like these flashcards, and I was doing all the stuff, you know, I was doing the motions, you know, brush the horse's mane, and I was doing all that kind of stuff. And is it good for you? I mean, sure, it's making you move. And is it giving you a little bit of range of motion? Is it as good as like a good stretching regimen that a PT is going to give you? No. Is it going to make you strong in the upper body like bench press and rows are going to make you? No. Is it going to make you strong in the lower body like deadlifts and squats are going to make you? No. It's not. Is it effective as a holistic exercise for someone wanting to get big, healthy, and strong? No. Will you look like jacked, stacked, shredded, and swole Asian guy? No. Period. You want to look like that dude or something like that guy, AI Asian guy? You better get yourself into the gym. And you better get on a really good nutrition plan. Potentially something else too. Because it ain't easy at 50. So just, putting it out there, Tai Chi or Chai Tea, pick the Chai Tea and walk to the place and then walk back. That's better for you. Because you'll get more exercise doing the walking, and at least you'll have the chance to enjoy a Chai Tea on the way back. And that's the end of that. All right, so great deadlift party today. Uma ultima festa de levantamento. And man, I am pumped heading into the weekend. Looking forward to what's going to be happening. And I hope you guys are too. Hope you have a great weekend ahead. And as always, make sure you get into those gyms, hit those goals, and get swole. Like, subscribe, share, send to your grandmother, all that kind of stuff. And with that, happy Friday. Feliz Viernes. Feliz Sexta-feira. Peace.